Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Gamal. Welcome back to my channel, NYSBGamal. And today what we want to do is we want to talk about a couple sneakers or shoes that you might want to wear in the event that you're caught out in the elements. So I live in Maryland, and for the past week, 2 weeks or so, weather's been ugly. It's been rainy, it's been muddy, it's been snowy, it's been icy. And so I know people want to know, well, what kind of sneakers, what kind of shoes, what kind of boots, what is it that you would wear in these type of conditions? And so what I wanted to do was compile a couple sneakers, shoes, boots, whatever that I own that I think are helpful in this type of weather. So without further ado, the first one we have here Chuckposites. Now, these are sneakers that I actually got as a Christmas gift, a surprise from my wife like 2 or 3 years ago, and she got me good with that. I was not expecting it. I did tell her I wanted it, but I wasn't sure if I would get it, but she got these for me and I love them. But with this, what you have here with this material is actually, it's metallic silver is a color. It's super durable, a sneaker. And so when you wear this, and I posted a picture on my Instagram, when you wear this out, I wore it out in snow, in the ice, and it was like a little rainy kind of mixture last weekend, or 2 weekends ago, I guess I should say now. And it just repels right off of it. Nothing sticks to it. Water isn't getting in your shoe. My socks weren't soggy. They weren't wet from wearing this. This ended up being a really, really, not just a aesthetically amazing looking shoe, but durability and quality wise, when it comes to the elements, this is definitely a shoe that you want to have in your stable. I think a lot of people slept on these because it's Barclays, and Barclays aren't what's hitting right now, but as I always like to tell people, wear what you like, not what's hyped. These shoes right here are crazy. I have probably 7 or 8 different Barclays, not just of Chuckposites, but different variations of different type of shoes that he's worn over his career, and this is definitely one of my favorites, and definitely one I love, especially because it's dope looking. It's a head stopper when people see it, and you can wear it out in snow and rain and still have on something fly. So I would definitely say Chuckposites is something you want to have in the stable. Another thing that I would say, and before I go any further, these are actually travel cases you get on IKEA. I think it's called SKUBB or Scuff, something like that. I'll put the description I'll put the link in the description below. But these are travel ones. I tend to not keep my shoe boxes unless they're really nice looking. A lot of Nike shoe boxes I think are very plain and ugly. In that orange box, I just don't want a ton of them in my house. So I actually have these, and these are actually also good for traveling. So you just pick them up, take the handle, and keep it moving. But without further ado, my second shoe of choice would be the Tiger Camo Hyperposites. Again, another very slept on shoe, sort of like the Barclays are, but this is incredibly durable. People see this on my foot, and a lot of people tend to like them and say, hey man, it's a really dope color. The Tiger Camo, I'm really big on the olive green, and so this is perfect for me. But outside of that, just the durability of it, the way in which it's made is similar sort of to the Foamposites, but you know, obviously not quite. But again, similar to the Chuckposites, these are going to allow or not allow snow, ice, water, rain, or I should say, to get inside of this shoe. You can wear this out in snow. I went on my anniversary. I actually brought this with me, and I wore it while we were out there fighting the elements in Pennsylvania in the snow, and this shoe was fine. Not a bit of snow got inside the shoe, my sock, and not at any point got soggy. Now, the Barclay Posites, I ended up wearing my true to size, which is 11.5. However, in these Hyperposites, because they fit a little snug, even though they're similar, because my Foamposites are actually 11.5, these I ended up having to go up a half size. So I do have this in a 12, but I find this to be a super durable shoe, and I think that this is perfect for wearing and fighting in the elements. Once again, the Tiger Camo Hyperposites. I think these are amazing. Alright, before you guys hurt me, the third shoe that I think is excellent for fighting in the elements. Alright, You guys ready? Gammas. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've come to really love the shoe, but I was not super hype on the shoe. Now, of course, when it first came out and I saw the picture, I said, wow, I gotta have it. And then when I finally got it, I was kind of like, eh. I wanted to sell the shoe probably like 4 or 5 times. And each time my wife was like, you're crazy, the shoe is crazy, it's so dope, what are you doing, why would you even think to sell it? And so I decided to go ahead and keep the shoe. And in doing so, I found that with the patent leather, now I have other 11s too, but I have the, I don't even know what they're called, but I have the lows, the navy blue one with the gum sole, and it's like white too. I wouldn't recommend wearing those out in the snow, ice, and rain because of the white. It's a little harder to clean. The reason I say this more so, not just the 11 and the patent leather, is that it's an all black shoe. So the noticeability, whatever, the being able for people to notice this, I think noticeability is noticeable. Yeah, whatever. I think that people will be able to get away with wearing this in the elements because of the all black look. Not to say that all 11s are good for that, but this particular 11 I would say is really good for that based upon the look of the shoe. But again, if it does get dirty, and these are dirty, I don't clean these super often, or just get a wet wipe or something similar to the Chuckposite, similar to the Tiger Camo. Now this, I say, get your true to size. When this was out and I had to do the waiting game, this was actually the last sneaker that I waited in line for, which is probably another reason why I'm like about it, because I'm a grown man. I can't be out here waiting in line for sneakers. But this was the last sneaker I actually waited in line for that I said I had to get, and they had no more 11.5, so I ended up having to go up a half size. I took the last 12, so I'm sorry for whoever was supposed to get them after me. So it's slightly a little big, but still actually pretty good. So I would definitely recommend this shoe as well. So the next shoe that I would recommend, probably one of the best boxes, which is why I keep the box, is King James. So these are the LeBron 11s, and actually the last LeBron regulars that I bought. Because nowadays, if I buy a LeBron, I only tend to like the lows. The regulars are kind of, you know. These right here, super slept on. I think these were Jade. Something Jade. But these are super durable. I mean, you can wear this out in snow. You can wear this out in the rain. You can wear this out in ice. I do need to wipe these, I can see. But I love everything about this shoe. I love the green in it. I love the red, the black. I love the laces. I like these type of laces, man. I'm really into that. But this shoe is super durable. Highly recommend. If you have a pair of LeBrons, especially the 11s, you can definitely get away with wearing this in the snow. Get away with wearing this in the rain and the ice and the hail and the elements. This is a dope shoe. A slept on shoe. I think LeBrons are slept on in general. I tend to buy the LeBrons every year. Super dope, man. Super dope. Next up, I would say, I think this is the Woodside, but this is the ACG boot. Nike ACG boot. This is made for actually snow, rain, hail, the elements essentially. And so I've had this boot now. This was outside of my Timbs. I think this is, oh, you know what? No. I bought a pair of lugs back in the day too. Whatever, I'm from New York. Don't knock me. But the first non-Timbs I bought in a super long time, I should say. These. Super comfortable. I actually had to go down a half a size, so I'm normally 11.5, and in these I ended up having to go 11. Oh, I meant to say, so the Barclays 11.5, they fit me true to size. The Hyperposites, I did have to go up a half a size, so thus in the 12. And LeBrons are always small, so the bronze I always have to go up half a size. So with LeBron I wear a 12, and so that's a 12. The Gammas are 12 too, but I typically wear 11.5 in 11s and other Jordans because my other 11s are 11.5. This, I had to go down half a size and get an 11. And so, but this shoe is amazing. When it comes to the snow, the Wayne, now aesthetically, it's not the greatest looking. I think other colors are a bit more live, but the all black does work. It does the job, and I do highly recommend having this. And then lastly would be Old Faithful. Now the only issue I have with this is, again, I wear 11.5, and Timbs are always big, so I did go down half a size and I got an 11. But I think that I probably could have went down an additional half a size and really just wore 10.5 in Timbs, because this is still slightly a little big. I mean, it's still good, but it feels a little loose when I wear this one. And so I would say if you're wearing a Timbs, you probably, whatever your normal size is, go down a full size, not even a half, because they do run super big. But outside of that, this is where it's at. When it comes to snow, when it comes to rain, it comes to sleet, ice, whatever the elements is trying to bring your way, this will do the job. Your Timbs, your Timberlands, your Constructs, your Buttas, whatever you want to call it. Old Faithful here, my baby, she's been through everything. You see all type of scuff marks and things on her, but she just keeps on trucking. I have another pair in there, but we're not going to show that one right now. But this one right here, man, you just throw this on. Goes with everything. Goes in the summer, goes in the winter, but that's neither here nor there. But throw this on. Wear this for your elements. I do believe that everybody needs a pair of Timbs, at least one pair. Everybody should have one pair of Timbs. And with that, I just wanted to close out, share a couple of sneakers, shoes, boots that you can wear in the elements that I myself wear. Once again, hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you didn't like. Let me know what sneakers, what boots, what shoes do you wear when the elements are hitting. And if there's anything else that you want to know, let me know. We can discuss in the comment section. Again, with all these shoes, all these sneakers, these are what I like. I tell people all the time, wear what you like, not what's hyped. So, once again, Chuckposites, great. Hyperposites, great. The Gamma 11s, great. LeBron 11s, great. ACG Boots, great. Timbs, great. Could be a couple other ones, but definitely from what I have, these are ones that I think are amazing for the snow, the rain, the elements. So with that being said, everyone have a wonderful, blessed, productive, stress-free day. Till next time.
You sitting on the couch in the house, feeling like everybody else living their dream. While you sitting in the house, living scared, seems like fear of failure got you there. To step out cause you so scared of failing. So you sit there staring at the TV, criticizing, saying, yeah, that should be me. You see the athlete, yeah, that should be me. You see the rap star, yeah, that should be me. I hope you so sick it forces you to grind more. Turn off the TV, you ain't got no time for. Make up in your mind that you want what that grind shows.